What it do, homies? It's your boy Dave, and I'm back today. We out here with a Patreon request. This time we're taking a look at Procol Harum, a whiter shade of pale. Okay, I don't know what to expect. At first, I thought this was maybe like a graduation performance, but the setup looks really fancy, like we're about to hear some opera or something. But it looks like I see drums and rock back there, so I don't know what's about to go on, but it's a live performance. So let's go ahead and shut up and turn it up. It's a live orchestra. Oh, this about to get juicy. Hold on, this about to get real juicy. Okay. Okay, hold on before they transition. So, what's that instrument? It's not the piccolo. No, is it piccolo? Oh, I can't remember the name of the instrument. Either way, the way that it came in, and it was and just the vibrato just cut through everything, right? It was just so cut through. It was amazing. Towards the beginning, when we got the main melody, I love how perfect the volume level of everything. Like everybody's maintaining the same volume with that type of level, right? Where you got one overlaying the other, you got to keep it the same. I think it's difficult when it comes to like big bands like this. Now I know they practice all the time, but it's easy for another section to kind of overshadow, right? It can be, see, if we play the violin, it would be, I think you would increase the sound of the instrument by how hard you press, right? How hard you press, and then how fast you stroke the string would be to determine the velocity of the note, I believe, if I'm not correct. Either or, I've been in big bands before, but I played the tenor saxophone, and I do know how important it is to listen to the person that's next to you to make sure everybody stays on the same level, so that when you have a melody that's coming up, you got to make sure that overshadows the kind of the bass rhythm that you're setting there. Now, same thing, you added another layer, which is, and I can't believe, I want to say it's the piccolo, but I know that's wrong because there's a flute and there's a piccolo, and that looked like it might be an oboe, but I remember oboes being big. But either or, what she was playing, this could be just simply her playing closer to the microphone, which probably is, but it's just that vibrato, how hard it was cutting into the rest of the song. I just found that interesting. So we skip the life and I go. They're singing. Oh, we skip the life and I go. Oh. Turn cartwheels across the floor. I was feeling kind of seasick. But the crowd called out for more. The room was humming harder. As the ceiling flew away. When we called out for another drink.
face at first just go sleep. Turn the water, shade up pale.
See, man, it can't get no more natural than this, right? It can't get. He's singing this, and he looks like he's singing it so effortlessly, right? He's literally in the sauce, and we have a live band. You can't replace that. You want to know why? It's because you've removed computeration for the most part from it. You know, computeration, what I mean by that is that sometimes when a singer's singing to a backtrack, it's because the backtrack is pre-recorded, right? And if it's pre-recorded in the studio, there's quantization, which basically means anything that you put in, you know, will be automatically synced to a beat depending on what the time signature is, right? But when it's a live band, you get more of a human feeling to it. Like the guy who was playing that organ, you know, you can kind of see the soul that was playing. I don't think it was him. I think it was somebody else. He's playing a regular piano, Procol Harum, if that's his name, which I'm guessing it is. Of course it is. Playing the organ, you can kind of see it shake, you know, when he pressed it. Now, although you can't really make a piano vibrato, add a piano vibrato by shaking the piano, the key, anyways, you can kind of mimic that feeling and everything. You kind of see that in there. Now, I like that, right? Some of that stuff, you know, as powerful as these programs are, some of that stuff, man, it just ain't gonna sound the same unless you hear it coming from an actual live prayer. Now, when he went up and you know, when he was singing, and the entire band came up, and then it came crashing back down, and then the strings just came in so gracefully, and oh, come on now. Come on, are y'all hearing this?
There is no reason, and the truth is plain to see.
I think that's an organ.
But I won't
Electric piano.
my playing cards. Would not let it be. When I was 16, best for virgins who were leaving for the coast. And I'll let my eyes are open. They might just as well been closed. And so it was that later, as the miller told his tale, that her face at first just ghostly turned to water,
Back vocals.
shade of pale. And so it was later, as the miller told his tale, that her face at first just ghostly turned to white, shade of pale. so much. Thank you for having us.
See, that song kind of had like a mixture. See, when it first started off, I was sitting there like, all right, we got like a classical piece. I was like, all right, I need to get down. Let me get the brain working. All right, let's see what's going on here. So I feel like I put a little bit too much effort into trying to dissect what I was hearing, because I thought we were going to hear like a purely classical piece. So I was like, okay, so I need to try to catch everything from the beginning, because there might be references to the beginning throughout the entire thing. But little did I know, somebody was actually singing. Okay, now let's just talk about how pure this guy's voice is, right? And he's an older gentleman. I could just imagine, with some people, when they get older, their voices get better. You know what I mean? And his voice sounded amazing. I can only imagine what he sounded like when he was younger. He must have been absolutely blowing the roof off. Okay, I didn't realize that there was vocals in here. I love how just under the tone they were, kind of gave it more of an ethereal, kind of like angelic kind of tone. And then I do believe that instrument that I was talking about at the beginning was the oboe. The reason why I was getting an oboe and a bassoon confused, because bassoons, those are the ones that are kind of like really long and huge, and then I believe the oboe is the one that has and I think the bassoon has the same thing, where you have to have a really, really tight embouchure in order to blow on that reed. Otherwise, it's going to just completely blow out of water. Now, I don't think you hear oboes that much in the lead as much as you would hear bassoons, but I could be completely wrong. But back on Procol, I hope I'm pronouncing his name right. I feel like I can go back Procol. Back to him, man. This is the raspiness and stuff that you hear in his voice, especially when they were the chorus. He was like, dun, dun, dun. I love how everybody was on sync, right? Because when you're doing something like that, when you slow it down and then everybody's kind of playing, you definitely need your eyes right there, because sometimes he would give gestures as to when he's doing the next one, and everybody just came back down, and then the music just started playing again. That's when everything just started getting real exciting, right? The choruses was coming in, the violins was shimmering in. I think we had a walking bass or a cello right there as well, and then we had, like I said, the vocals and the strings. Just everything about this was absolutely amazing, and I love how I didn't know what was going on until he started singing, because it was like another element of surprise. So this was an excellent suggestion by my Patreon. You guys let me know what y'all thought about this down in the comments. That's the end of this video. If you enjoyed the content, leave a like and subscribe. Dave's out.